Okay, to tell you more about our products, I want to bring on the visionary and the CEO of Wakanna. This is a woman that I've known now for 14 years. She started out as someone who I thought was iconic. Then I got to know her and she became even deeper in my life. And now she's like a sister to me. I love this woman with the love of God. She is a leader among leaders with building teams in over 46 countries. In fact, retiring herself at only 33 and a half years old from corporate America. That's why she's an icon, right? And, just to get to know this woman over the years has truly blessed my life. And when Wakanna was formulated, to be there to listen, to see this growing has been a huge blessing. Without any further ado, Melissa Boston.
Wow, Kathy. Oh my goodness. And yes, you are right. You were there with us from the very beginning. In fact, many of you may not know this, but Kathy had the brainchild of the word hempranium, which was similar to vibranium. So I tell you what, Kathy, you have just been instrumental in everything we do. I mean, as our VP of finance, I mean, literally you're holding it down. She's also a microbiologist. So we are hearing from the best of the best. And I'm excited and honored to really share with you a little bit about Wakanna's newest product line. And yes, we are now in the hair care industry in a big way. We've been there through our empowered hair oil, but now we have additional products. In fact, we want to empower you to love your roots. I know, as an African female, myself, African-American female, oftentimes I struggle with my hair. And so I always said, if we're going to do something in this industry, it has to be something that's going to make an impact. We don't want to just bring any ordinary product. It has to be extraordinary. And so we actually have Doris Mosley, our trichologist, who's going to share with you just how extraordinary these products are. We know that the beauty industry continues to fail Black women. It continues to fail us, whether it's hair care, makeup, skin care. Oftentimes we don't see models that look like us, that have our same struggles. And in addition to that, when you look at the products, oftentimes the products miss the mark. Not only do they miss the mark and not really giving us the solutions we need, but oftentimes they're loaded with all sorts of harmful things inside of those products that we really do not want to put on our body. We really want to protect our health. And we know that whatever we put on the skin, whatever we put on our hair is also going to be absorbed in our body. This is an industry, if you go back to 2017, and if you look at our dollars as African-American people, do you know that with the hair care alone, just beauty products, this wasn't weaves, this wasn't wigs, this was just beauty products and money spent in 2017, it was $473 million. In fact, if you look at the skincare side of it, $465 million. Now that blew me away because I knew we spent a lot of money on our hair, but just to see the reality of what we're doing on the skincare side, and what this number doesn't account for is all the money we spend going to the beauty salon, okay? And I can tell you right now, that's probably billions, just that alone. In fact, if you look collectively today, we're talking about a $2.5 billion hair care industry when it comes to African-American dollars. Now, this includes our weaves, it includes our wigs, it includes our hair care products. And so we are super excited, not just to bring products, but to truly bring products that are fit for the kings and queens we are. We call it our Royal Collection. And we're super excited because from this product line, we're going to share just a few of them today. In fact, many of you are already familiar with our hemp-powered hair treatment. This is a scalp treatment, and what it's really great for is really maximizing the health of your hair. And so Doris is going to come on and share a little bit about our classic formula, which was actually with us just a few months after we launched. We launched with our hemp-powered hair product. But today, the star of the show is our hemp-powered conditioner and detangler. And I'm telling you what, Doris told me she was gonna pick out 10 ingredients. And Doris, I saw the list, okay? It's like 16 ingredients. I know when you looked at that, you were just blown away, knowing that all the advice you have given, all the great formulators that have been behind this product has truly delivered an exceptional product, a product that's truly for the royalty that we are. And if we recognize that our spending power is huge. We're talking about $1.2 trillion we as African American people are spending here on an annual basis here in the United States, we have to also recognize that we can get not only ahead of the trends, but we can actually position ourselves as these industries explode to not just keep giving our dollar out to everyone else, to keep that dollar in-house. And what better way than to launch your very own online business where you can have these hair care products at your disposal. And so to give us all of the facts about this amazing conditioner and detangler, it is none other than the legendary, the iconic Trichologist, who is sought after all across the country. In fact, I've had a chance to go to her hair show. And if you've ever been to LA, she hosts one of the largest hair shows in the country. Thousands of experts come to learn from the best, and that's her, because she is the expert when it comes to healthy hair. So Doris Mosley, I want you to go ahead and take it away and let them know regarding this brand new conditioner and detangler.
Wow, you'd seen me looking behind to see who you was talking about, but then there was nobody in the room but me. I am so excited today. And I am so excited that you came on to join us because time is important and you can't get back time. But here at Wakanna, with such awesome products, you can get your hair back if your follicle still exists. So I'm excited. And I just want to share a few things to lead up to why Wakanna did what they did. I felt they did what they did because right now, hair loss is at an all-time epidemic. It's over 55 million men reported losing their hair, 45% women reported losing their hair, and children are now involved. So Wakanna knew there was a need, and they feel the need. They came first with hemp-powered hair. And I kept saying, Melissa, we gotta have a system. We operate within a system, and a system is simply saving yourself time, energy, and money. So I said, we gotta come with a system because we need a good shampoo, not just a good, we need a great shampoo, and we need a great conditioner. So, if you know Melissa, she didn't stop until that happened. And then people say, well, what make your conditioner and shampoo so different than the others? I said, well, I'm going to tell you why. But first, let me just share, there's 3 types of hair loss. There's alopecia, which is the medical term for baldness, alopecia areata, which is in patches. You see people who are losing their hair in patches. You have alopecia totalis, people who are losing all of their hair on their head, and sometimes the eyelashes and eyebrows are affected. And then you have alopecia universalis, which there's no hair on the entire body. Now, you are born with over 5 million hair follicles over the entire body, and over 100,000 plus make it to the head. And there's 2 parts to hair, and I don't want you guys to forget that. Melissa said coming on, let's fall in love or love our roots. We have the roots, which is beneath the scalp, which is beneath the epidermis, and you have the shaft, which is above the scalp. And so we got to love our roots, because without the roots, which is encased with the follicle, you won't have any hair. So when they put these 3 products together, and they have some other extra side products, but when they put these 3 products together, they knew how important it was for restoration. So they did their homework. And when I tell you, when I was researching, I got more excited. Each ingredient that came up, it was like, wow, this is in here. This is in here. And I just got even more excited. And I'm just going to go through, I know we said 10, but it's really more than 10. It's about 17, but they are stars when it came to this detangling, conditioning, leave-in conditioner. And I was like, wow, I see now why we're all so excited about this, Kathy, because we have something to be excited about. Wakanna did its thing. So let me just share. Organic jojoba seed oil. It's a moisturizer. Hair is made of 2 things, moisture and protein. So this is a moisturizer. It's rich in vitamins and minerals that nourish hair, including vitamin C, vitamin B, vitamin E, copper, and zinc. It prevents hair loss and promotes hair thickness. We all want thick hair. Trust me, we all want some thick hair. Rose flowered water, mild astringent, reduce oiliness and dandruff. It's an anti-inflammatory. It stabilizes the hair pH and repair damaged porosity. Now, last week we talked about porosity, and I shared with you how to know if your hair has good porosity. Meaning, good porosity is not good; it's bad because the hair is absorbing all of the moisture most of the time too much. And if the cuticle layer is not closed tight, what gets out, things get in, and that affects the hair. pH, if you don't know what pH is, it's just simply potential of hydrogen. It measures the amount of acid and the amount of alkaline in a product, and the hair is on the acid side. The pH scale goes from 0 to 14. Hair and skin is at 4.5, 5.5. 7 is neutral. That's where water is, and that has part acid and part alkaline. So it does balance out the pH. In rosemary, it actually stabilizes it. White willow bark extract. It controls excess sebum on the scalp. Now, sebum is the natural oil that the body releases. Each strand of hair has a sebaceous gland attached to it, and that gives the sebum. So what it does, it actually controls excessive sebum on the scalp. Natural exfoliating properties for renewed skin. You have to exfoliate that scalp in order for those pores to stay open and stay clean, so our hemp powered oil can get in to do its thing for the follicle. It contains, it promotes healthy scalp. We always want to promote a healthy scalp. The sunflower seed oil contains oleic acid, very important. It's omega-9, which can stop hair breakage. Anti-inflammatory again. Help calms dandruff and relieve an itchy scalp. It stimulates the hair growth. That's important, that hair growth is being stimulated, because that's the end result. We want to bring back our natural hair. Then we have our virgin olive oil. Somebody asked that question, would olive oil help? It sure will. It's the detangling effect that Melissa talked about, how it detangles her hair. You know, hair tangles from the ends up. It doesn't tangle near the scalp. So if you got our leave-in conditioner, then you got a detangler there. It also is a natural balm for the hair. Nourish and moisturize deeply, soft and shiny, rich in nutrients. Black seed oil maintains scalp health, seals in moisture, thickens the hair, and relieves an itchy scalp. If you have an itchy scalp, not good, because the follicle is only 0.3 centimeter beneath the epidermis. So if you're stretching all the time, more than likely you are causing damage to that follicle. Hemp oil stimulates hair growth, rich in omega-3, 6, and 9, promote blood circulation, nourishes the scalp, and strengthen the hair. Blood nourishes everything in your body. So when you got something that's going to promote good blood circulation, you have something there. And that's one of the hemp oil. And also, hemp brings the body back into balance. So we have it in our conditioner. Baobab oil has omega fatty acid, A, D, and E, that is known to trigger hair growth. Great moisturizers for the follicles, promoting cell growth. Remember, you're going to always need good cell growth. So we're going to make sure we're eating good too to get good cells. Pumpkin seed oil. It's a natural DHT blocker, contains vitamin C, another anti-inflammatory effect, contributes to hair growth. Inflammation is one of the leading causes of hair loss. So you have something here that can help eliminate that inflammation. That's absolutely amazing. DHT is not good. It chokes out the nutrients around the hair follicle and kills that strand of hair. Once that strand of hair is dead, there is absolutely no more hair is going to grow there. So we want to be very conscious of that. Lavender oil, stimulating hair growth, deep conditions the hair. keep it shiny. You know what? Wakanna, they did their thing. They didn't just throw something together. They absolutely took their time, researched all of these certified oils, brought them together, and they help support each other. Rosemary oil, natural DHT blocker, another THT blocker. We can't have enough of that. Relieve itchy scalp, improve cellular generation. Again, I had the opportunity to interview uh, an oncologist, and I asked her, when you take chemo, what happens? When do your hair start to fall out? She said, at the cellular level. So we have something in here that helps the cellular generation. That's a plus. Moringa oil contains zinc to maintain healthy hair. Not only does zinc maintain healthy hair, it helps your body immune system. So we that's a plus. Help boost keratin to strengthen hair and prevent breakage. Keratin is simply the protein that the hair is made of. Remember I said it's made of moisture and protein. Keratin is one of them. And we have that in our conditioner. Vitamin A, which maintains collagen in the skin. If you have good skin, more than likely you're going to have good hair, only because our skin, our hair is an appendage of our skin. And then we have anti-inflammatory benefits of vitamin E. Again, anti-inflammatory. Wild salmon oil. Boy, we can't even eat enough salmon to help in that area. So we have it in our product. Omega-3 provides essential proteins and nutrients to hair and the follicles and the skin. Peppermint oil increases circulation. Once again, here's another product. It helps each other. It increases the circulation, promotes hair growth during the anagen phase. What is the anagen phase? It's the growing phase. And the catagen phase is the resting stage. That's where it goes to, and it stays there about 5 months. And the anagen stage, it stays about 2 to 6 years. Then it goes over to telogen. Telogen is actually where it's shedding. That's normal, but not normal if you're losing over 100 strands a day. Cedar oil promotes hair growth, reduce hair loss, balance the oil producing glands, has antifungal and antibacterial properties. Now, you know we want to make sure we have a clean scalp, antifungal and antibacterial. Want to make sure. And we have that in our cedar oil. Thyme oil, stimulating the scalp and actively preventing hair loss, helpful in treating alopecia areata. Now, remember I said earlier, there was 3 types of alopecia. This is one of them, alopecia areata, and thyme oil helped treat that particular area of hair loss. Cinnamon oil increases circulation to the hair follicles. We want to do that because blood circulation helps all of the cells, all of the follicles, everything in our body. Good circulation of the blood is a plus plus. If you want to know if somebody having issues, look at their ankles. If they have swollen ankles, the blood is not circulating properly. And I always pay attention when I have a client in the shampoo bowl. That's important. Encourage the growth of new strands, the cinnamon oil does. It's potent and antimicrobial. Prevent build up on the scalp from common problems that cause hair loss like dandruff and fungal infection. Any of these problems will be challenging to the follicle and cause follicle ticulitis. Lemon oil, natural oil for the hair, ideal for any scalp. For an oily scalp, scalp remains healthy with shine. And that is so important because lemon helps cleanse that shaft. Now, where I said the shaft was, above the epidermis, above, it's the top layer that comes above the scalp. And the root, which we gotta love our roots, is beneath the scalp. And we wanna always know what we're working on and while we're working over what we're working on. So that's important. So when I say to people, when they say, why you think your product is so superior? It's superior because it's effective. It works. It's been tested. It's been tried. That's why it's superior. All you have to do is give it a try. And I'm excited about that. So hair loss is an epidemic. we're in a pandemic, but we're also in an epidemic. And all this stress that we're under right now, please get your product, get your gummies. Gummies are very relaxing. And to Melissa, thank you so much. My son, who was tested positive last week, he was not good. We got the Wakanna system to him. He is 100% better now. He said, Mama, I'm doing great. And I had to see him twice a day, FaceTime. So he is doing much, much better. He has weathered that storm. Thank God. And thank God for Wakanna products. Back to you, Kathy.
Wow, this is exciting, Kathy. So we're going to actually ask you some questions, Doris. We actually have some questions already prepared because that was just so incredible. I'm sitting here taking notes. I don't know about you, Kathy, but we're like literally just learning so much. Last week, you really made such an impact, Doris, because I think as women who've always gotten our hair done, we use heat products, we use flat irons, blow dryers. We really had no clue of some of the damage long-term we were doing. And I know last week you talked about something called CCCA. It's a form of alopecia. And I think after the meeting, we had a continued discussion about it. And you were talking about how it happens, like some of the heat treatments we're using. And a lot of times we don't even know that for some of us, it can cause permanent damage. And so I wanted to kick it off with that because you made some suggestions to me. And I know since I've been using our line of products, I haven't actually used any heat. I haven't used any blow dryers. I haven't used any flat irons, any curling iron. And I really feel like I'm giving my hair the needed rest that it needs. You know, I literally wash my hair, I braid it, take the braids out, and then for probably 7 or 8 days, I just leave it just like it is, okay? And I love that. So I want you to speak on that, but I want to also give people a chance to ask questions because I really think it's important that we have someone like yourself on the line who's such an expert. We want to get these questions answered because we had no clue how many questions people had about their hair until last week. And then if you stay to the end, Kathy's going to come and give away some prizes and ask some questions as well. So can you first kind of talk about the CCCA and the heat treatments that we're doing to kind of cause some of this damage to our own scalp, and tell them what the CCCA is, because I know you dealt with that, and tell them how you overcame that.
Yes, I was diagnosed in this area. It actually starts in the center, which the first C is central, which is here. The second C is centrifugal, which it starts to spread out. The third C is cicatricial, which is scar tissue. And the A, of course, is alopecia. So what happened, and talking to my dermatologist, and I have a best friend as a derm, which will be on with us next Monday. She's coming on with us next Monday. But it's hot. The dermatologist came to the conclusion, hot comb alopecia. Now, hot comb's been around since Madam C.J. Walker. Although she wasn't the maker of it, she was a promoter of the comb, but she got credit for being the maker. But when you're taking that comb and you're coming so close to the scalp, you're heating up the scalp and you're causing dehydration. And dehydration meaning that you're just killing that area, and you're really killing, but this area was most affected. So, and then they have chemical alopecia, and where the relaxer is being put on, and when you put it on directly on the scalp, which is a no-no. It's going to make contact to the scalp. You can't help that. But in application, it should not be applied directly to the scalp, because the same thing that's happened to the hair is happening to the scalp, which is you're pre-softening the hair, you're pre-softening the scalp. And so you got to be very conscious of that when you're getting or giving a relaxer. So you have hot combs, you're constantly heating up your scalp. Then you have chemicals, which in most of your relaxers today is lye, is sodium hydroxide, which is a controlled amount of lye. And that's not good when you're putting it all the time directly on the scalp. So one of my suggestions was, of course, in application for a relaxer, don't make the contact to the scalp, and it shouldn't take no longer than 8 minutes to apply the relaxer. And then when a person is wearing a short haircut on the sides and back, and they may be thermal texturized on the top, you need to, when you place them under the dryer, you take a damp towel. It don't have to be really wet, just a damp towel, and place it right here in the top, because when they're under the dryer, drying the sides and back, the top, the heat is hitting right here. So if you got a damp towel to place there, the steam from the towel is hydrating the scalp instead of dehydrating. And then you got to think, where's this person sitting doing work hours at their desk? Are they sitting where a vent is? In the wintertime, it's heat. In the summertime, it's cold. So that's a form of dehydration. So we got to be more conscious of what we're doing to cause this challenge. And so that will help eliminate. Now, I ended up using our product, the hemp powered hair product, which it took about 2 months. And I didn't really want to see that area because I told my daughter, take pictures and you do a journal for me, because I was so stressed because I was losing my hair. I couldn't sit and talk about hair loss and hair restoration, and mine was gone. So I said, something got to happen. So those ingredients that's in hemp powered hair was my saving grace, you guys. After 2 months, I could see things were happening. How can I tell my follicle was still alive? Because there was fuzz and there was little stubbornness there. It wasn't slick. Once it becomes slick with nothing you can feel, that is the end. More or less, there won't be any more hair there. But I had not reached that point. That's why I always say, if you see something, say something. Everybody, not one body, but everybody should be using hemp powered hair. Now that we have the other two products, you should be using that system, simply because it can, all the ingredients you've heard me talk about this morning and last week and the weeks before, you got something in that bottle that will only work if you use it, not if you put it on the shelf and say, I got a bottle of hemp powered hair because I was asked to order one. No, you got a bottle of hemp powered hair. You either need it or you may need it in the future. So instead of waiting to the future, use it now, you guys. That's important.
Wow, Doris. And I'm so happy that your hair is back because you look fabulous. Oh my goodness. But you scared me. You said heat treatments could cause that problem. I'm thinking we all use heat treatments at some point. So we're going to definitely take those lessons. Someone had a question that's more related to one of our medical doctors. So I don't know if any of our medical team is on the line, but they ask about when they take this product with Eliquis. We definitely.
I reached out to Dr. Rita.
Oh, okay, she's out there.
Yeah, I reached out to her when I saw the question, and her answer. This is from Dr. Rita, our chief medical officer. She said that those on Eliquis can take CBD if they space it 2 hours apart.
Right. Awesome. See, that's why we need our medical team. They are the best of the best. So any more questions while we have our expert on the line, Doris Mosley? You can speak now or hold your peace until next Monday. And I believe we're having, you said, the dermatologist with you next Monday?
Oh, wow.
Dr. Marcia Glenn, now Dr. Marcia Glenn Douglas. She recently got married.
Oh, wow.
That's exciting.
Yes.
And if there's no more questions, Kathy, we're going to give away some products. So I'm going to let you decide on giving away some gummies, I guess, some broad spectrum. We're out of power.
Yep. Got some broad spectrums we're going to give away. And so I believe we got a couple of guests on there. So guest, that means you have not brought a product pack. You are not one of our distributors, but you are invited. I think I saw a couple on there that Doris invited. And I know we have a brand new Crown Jewel dispensary owner on Team Sankofa, part of your downline, Melissa, Miss Sheila Glenn. She just signed on today. So she is on the Zoom right now. So I know she is a distributor, but I wanted to acknowledge that she signed up and she got on her first event already.
Kathy, who are my guests? I would like to just say hello and thanks for coming on.
I did see that Mildred and Stephanie.
She's in Chicago.
Do we have any other guests? Oh yeah, let's see. Jacqueline Thompson.
LA.
All right now. All right. Okay, great. So we got 3 guests on, and guess what? I got 3 questions for you. How about that? So I hope you guys are listening because this has to do with what Doris said. So our first question, what are the 2 parts of the hair that Doris described? The 2 parts of the hair that Doris described. Shaft and root. Mildred, well, you're not a guest, but Jacqueline, you are a guest. Yes. So shaft and root. Why do you have that face, Doris?
Oh, I'm just looking. I'm
Oh, okay. I
I
thought something was wrong.
I have eye surgery the 6th.
Oh, okay. All righty.
Oh
So
my.
congratulations. Congratulations. Oh, you're a guest of Doris. I'm sorry. I misread that, Mildred. I was thinking that you were somebody else that I saw. Sorry about that, Mildred. You are the winner. Shaft and root. Shaft and root is correct. Right, Doris?
Yes.
All righty. So you do win a pack of our broad spectrum gummies. And our second question, you still have a chance, Jacqueline. Just got to be fast. Mildred was faster. How many follicles are over the entire body? Doris mentioned the number of follicles over the entire body. 5 million. She got it. Is it 5 million?
Yes.
Okay, I thought so. You had me worried. I didn't see you nod your head. All right, Jacqueline, you too win a pack of gummies. Here's the third question. And guys, this is a gimme, okay? True or false? CBD makes you high. Awesome, Stephanie. You win. It is true. I mean, it is false. You are correct. Let me put it like that. You are correct. It is false. CBD does not get you high. It is the health without the high. We have 3 winners. Fantastic. Congratulations on winning our fantastic products, guys. I tell you, you know, we have these parties on a regular basis. As Melissa mentioned to you, on Mondays, we have the hair party. And tonight, we are going to have our corporate virtual party. And I tell you, you know, every time that we share our information, we know that there's always 3 types of people that come and visit us. I know that you came to see us today because you wanted to hear all about our hair products and CBD. But the 3 types of people that we normally have are someone who's coming to support. Listen, you came to support Doris. You are here. You now have learned more about our products. You can support her and go on that website, support the website of the person that invited you, and purchase those products. Great prices right now and a site-wide discount. You can also host a party. Guys, you know, a party like a hair party. You could have an infused food party. You're going to find out about how to infuse food tonight on our virtual corporate party. And then there's person number 3. You're a person that sees the business opportunity, the business idea behind what we can do in cannabis. I want you to reach out to the person that invited you today so that you can find out more about that business opportunity. In fact, let's invite you to the party tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. We get started about a half an hour early with some music by DJ Roz. Let me go ahead and give you guys that ID number for tonight so that if you are interested in hearing more about our opportunity, I can get that to you. Give me just a minute.
And while you're doing that, we'll answer a question regarding vegan products. So with the hair care line, there's 2 products to be mindful of if you are vegan and you prefer to avoid products with animal products at all. So we have wild salmon, as Doris mentioned, in both our leave-in conditioner and in our hemp-powered hair oil. Now, obviously, with the leave-in conditioner, it's something you're applying topically. You're not putting that internally, but with the hemp-powered oil, you can take that internally. So definitely vegan clients need to be aware of that, which is the question that we received. But then we have products like the shampoo. We also have products like our styling cream and our hair magic wax. All of those are vegan for those who want vegan topical products. So hopefully that answers your question on the hair side. And back to you, Kathy.
All right, just putting that passcode in here, right? I mean, that ID and passcode in. Guys, that is going to be at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. And there you go. I think I put ppm Eastern, so let me do that again. 9 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Central, excuse me, 9 p.m. Eastern is what that should say. And about 30 minutes before that, DJ Roz is going to have some great tunes, some good soul music, some good Christmas music probably. You're just going to have a great time with that. It's a great way to learn about our company, our culture, our business, the industry, and just hang out with us. Listen, this is going to be the last one for this year, so do join us. And Pacific, it would be 5 p.m. Pacific. Excuse me, 6 p.m. Pacific. 6 p.m. Pacific. Sorry about that, Stephanie. So 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. Thank you guys for joining us. This is our virtual hair party. Here's the hair that you can have with hemp-powered hair and our products. This hair has grown really long, okay? And if you want healthier hair, you can absolutely have that. I got it kind of springy right now, but it's pretty long and healthy. What was that, Doris?
Beautiful hair.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And my areas have really filled in up here as well. So I know what you're talking about.
That's unusual when people wear locks like that to have such a great center.
Well, you know, I was worried about that and I'm still working on it, but I'm telling you, I just started parting it differently and doing it up like you said, and you know, that kind of thing. So it's definitely helped. I wash it forward and all of that good stuff. Well, guys, if we don't have any other questions, thank you very much, Jewel. If you don't have any other questions, we're going to see you guys at 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 Central, 6 p.m. Pacific. Have a great day. See you later, Doris.
Okay.